Whether we're broadcasting to the right place or not, I don't know. And whether people can hear me, I don't know.
Just had my notification come through YouTube telling me that the live stream is up.
Oh!
Well, that's saying premiering at 10 past 10. And it's already...
Right, good evening everybody, and belated welcome to Contest of Speed Tier 3, live from virtual China. My name is Dan, I will be your commentator for this evening, what's left of it. Sitting alongside me as always is Matt.
Good evening ladies and gentlemen, yes, technical difficulties as usual when it comes to Tier 3. It never goes smoothly.
Not really, most of the time it's not us though.
Yeah, we don't usually have a clean race start, but you never know.
No, we're good. So, like we say, a little bit of a technical issue at the start. Google wouldn't let us sign into to the Contest of Speed YouTube account on my PlayStation, so I couldn't start the stream when I wanted. But we're live now, and hopefully we'll get a good race to watch. We should be being joined shortly as well by commentary greatness,
the myth, the legend.
We'll keep it a secret as to who it is for now. Some of you may know already.
And it's not Scott Sterling, if anyone got that reference.
It's not Scott Sterling. I wish it was. How good a guest would that be? Not that our guest is any less of an important one, but how good would Scott Sterling be to have on?
And it's Scott Sterling!
Yeah! Well, we've seen Ross do a lap, now I can compose myself. Let's go to Justin. I think he's on a lap at the moment. Got their best lap times and their best tyres. So, Justin, I think, is on a lap. A lot of guys going out on the ultra softs.
That does surprise me, because I know for a fact people have been favouring the soft and medium strategy this week.
They have.
Especially the Tier 2 guys.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to multitask here, it's difficult.
Oh, no, you and me both. Normally I have all of this done before 10 o'clock. So let's jump straight into the stream chat. Who are the early viewers? Matt, apparently you're quite echoey. I don't know if that's still a thing.
Oh, here we go again.
We'll let him deal with his little issues.
Not in some kind of avalanche, apparently. I have no idea.
Yeah, well, that's probably the next thing to go through. Driver lineups. We've got new driver in the Williams. We'll jump to him now as soon as he's on a lap. That's Dre Sebastian, who will be teammates with... Thank you. Who will be teammates with Dav Clan this season, who is absent tonight, not having told us, so there will be a penalty point coming his way. And the same goes for Maynard as well. He's not here tonight and hasn't told us.
Not gonna lie, I've not seen Maynard in weeks.
Well, neither have I. He's in Australia, I think, wasn't he?
I've not seen him.
Well,
This is a little bit sucks. Sorry, I'm just looking at the Constructors and Drivers Championship standing. After our first two races, hotting up.
Hotting up. We're 2 rounds in.
Well, we've got
long way
much
to
drama,
go.
as you may know. Those for a quick recap, for those that haven't been watching the COS, or especially the COS Tier 3 series. The first race was dramatic, from basically the first lap to the last lap. Rodriguez, who we thought was going to win because he's about 10 seconds up the road. Yeah, slightly defended it in the last lap, and Grey Fox did a superb strategy and
He did.
won the race.
Both those guys not here tonight, unfortunately.
And that was a little bit more straightforward, because Jacob, JDFL, ended up taking his first win.
He did. He's got some backing in the chat already tonight to do well. New driver, Dre Sebastian on the soft tyre. Puts himself into P6. The 132.3.
Done the same strategy as Memphis. So they must have all gone out for an installation lap, shall we say, on the Ultra Softs.
Well, we'll have a look now. On board with Justin on his out lap, and he's on the Ultra Softs again.
Two stop?
If he sticks with them. So there are, I think there's 3 strategies that are open to being used this evening. I think we've got the 2 stop, which is ultra soft, soft, and then a variety of 1 stop, which is either soft to medium or medium to soft. Quickest one, what do you reckon? Soft to medium, simply because of track position?
I don't know. I think soft to medium, medium to soft both come out at, I think, similar times. So it's whatever your preference is. I think whether you most feel comfortable on heavy fuel. Don't forget.
True. But going off that, it'd probably be soft to medium, simply because you'll get higher up the grid at this point in proceedings, anyway.
But I guarantee you, if someone that's good on their tyres, I wouldn't entirely rule out, even though it's not the quickest, the ultra soft to medium strategy, which I feel maybe 1 or 2 people who go for.
I can't see it working, to be honest. If we had a Matrix still in Tier 3 and he wasn't bothering us in Tier 2, then maybe.
Give him any ideas? He doesn't need any. Do not tell him.
You're right, he doesn't. The boy's already got his strategy worked out. I'm more than sure of that. We do miss his wacky strategies.
We do. I've just noticed, because this person's on that outlap. Vish has returned.
Vish is back from his holiday. He stopped being selfish and sunning himself somewhere. But he's back in the car.
On his outlap.
You've jumped the gun a bit there, David. Dabclan's not here. He's oh, we caught Justin running wide.
We see everything.
Oh, we do.
We almost.
That was a flying lap as well, I think.
Speaking of said people, Dabclan and Justin, I've been looking at the penalty points. People that have been up to no good or involved in incidences. We've got Dabclan on 1, Justin on 1, Perry on 1, and Ross, current runaway lead, 3 penalty points.
Ooh, that's not going to be good for him if he keeps at that rate.
Nope. So that's 3 penalty points in 2 races, so it comes round to Abu Dhabi. He's going to be on about, let me think of that, 30 points. Ooh.
That's not going to be good for him. Not good in the slightest.
Well, as we're talking about Ross, when we'll talk about his constructor that he's raced for Ferrari, surprisingly, the only constructor so far in Tier 3 not to score any points.
Well, Power's been away for a couple of races and Ross has retired from the last 2, so no surprises, to be fair. Although
especially Ross surprised me, considering how strong he was at the end of last season.
Yeah, you'd expect him to be somewhere near the front. And to be fair, in Australia he was in that epic battle until he put it in the wall at the infamous turn 12 in Australia. And then in Bahrain last week I think he had some contact. And then
I think he got claimed by blank corner.
Did he? Was he claimed by blank corner?
Which we tried to get trending last week.
We did. There is blank corner the 2nd or Mark II this week that he's asked us to name, and it's well, it's probably the corner you're all thinking of immediately. Well, there's 2 you probably can choose from. It's either turn 1 or the one that Slick is about to take now. So he comes through this left-hander, and it's now. We'll go on board the right-hand corner here. This is now the 2nd blank corner.
So you're talking about turn 12.
Is it turn 12? Turn 12 again. No, Dominic, he's not gone. He's just unable to race tonight. He's got to work protecting the communities. That's what he's doing.
rather him than me.
Oh, I wouldn't. Well, quite. See, slick dive into the pit lane, and we'll jump across to our reigning world champion, Perry in his Red Bull.
It's getting quite congested out there.
It is. We're within the final minute. Everyone waiting until the track's rubbered in. Yes, Claudio, you know.
Good man, I'd like to see that.
Yes.
I just want to point out there, I know it's going to start off it, but can we avoid naming the comments this week with numbers? You know who you are, the usual candidates.
Why have you said it? Now they're just going to do it. You watch, next comment's going to have a number. And it's probably going to be Ricky. Perry's starting a lap. So just before we come back to Perry, I want to jump down and look at his teammate Racer, currently the championship leader.
This is on 30 points.
Ricky, that's not funny. Using words instead of numbers does not count as not using numbers.
I'm watching the end of Saigo's that our current and provisional
pulses.
Yeah.
So we've got Racer coming around the final corner now on the soft tyre to set his first and only timed lap. It's going to be, puts himself P5. That's a pretty good lap on those tyres.
Goes marginally quicker. Still 130.8.
He does, but the man I really want to see, currently coming down the back straight in the other Red Bull. Currently P9 on mediums, as we can see as we ride on board. He's now on the soft tyre, so we'd be expecting him to jump to, I would say, at least P5, jump ahead of his teammate.
Yep, so it's going to be Perry, then Justin, and then Ross, and Justin.
You think he'll jump ahead of Justin? No, P5, just ahead of his teammate. So
P3
it's
for Justin improves. Ross is going to be next across the line.
Ross next across the line.
And he improves to jump back ahead of Justin by 1/1000th of a second.
Oh, there's a Force India in the wall as well, I think, isn't there?
And Moosey improves his time to 132.9.
Is that Vish in the wall? Yeah. Vish is in the wall with one of the Mercedes boys. With Thomas. On the start line.
I have no idea how that happened because they were nowhere near each other. So obviously the AI had other ideas. Yeah,
so how that race was, well, how those cars were going to pan out. And that's it for qualifying. Slightly shorter than usual due to our technical issues. But nonetheless, that's all she wrote. Saigo with his first pole position for Contest of Speed with a time of 1:30.823 on the ultra soft tyres. We'll see him starting at the front of the grid. He'll lead them away on the formation lap, and from then on it's anyone's guess. Personally, I think those front four have got the potential. There's a couple of guys behind them on the ultra soft still in with the soft runners. I think those guys have had it. As you can see there, they're like Millsy's. I think has had it because he's not going to be able to change those tyres. He's going to have to get ahead of JDF, Racer, and Perry if he wants any chance of being able to stay in the race. But as we can see there, we've got the full order. So Cygate P1. It's a Dutch front row lockout. Cool. With Thomas in the Mercedes, Ross P3, Justin P4, Red Bull third row. That's been more common than not in recent years, with Perry and Racer, JDF and Millsy 7 and 8, and the rest you can pause the stream and look at because it's gone for me because I was prattling about.
Dresser Basson and Slick.
They're rounding out the top 10. So
strong qualifying for the Red Bull drivers who are
very much so.
The Constructors Championship and the Drivers Championship.
They are indeed, and while we're waiting for these guys to start their formation lap, I am going to invite our guest back.
Died.
Yeah, I think he's had either he couldn't join or he's had some issues coming back, but all should be good. Good stats there from Dominic. Race is getting 12 spots over the last 2 races.
The stats, man.
Yeah, starting
Dominic,
in P6, so you never know. Oh, don't tell me that engine rev glitch is back.
No, no.
It might have just been Cygate planting the throttle. So, you check the back of the field for me. And
I will once they're back on the grid, because it likes to reset itself and will.
oh yeah, and it likes to give you the onboard camera, doesn't it? Nothing else.
Yeah. It's a quick formation lap.
It is from those two, although I suppose that's probably the best way to heat those tyres up. The ultra soft guys need those tyres to be warm, but without putting too much wear on them, so potentially a quicker lap is going to help them, especially because it will keep the soft guys' tyres colder, or cause them to put more wear on them.
I think those top 4 are going to go with the 1 stop, would be my guess. Ultra softs to mediums.
I'm not so sure. I think you might see a 2 stop in there, to be honest. Everyone on the soft tyres should be on a 1 stop.
I would be surprised if one of them doesn't do a 2 stop.
Yeah. Yeah. No medium runners though. Everyone on either softs or the ultra softs they're qualified on. Saying Ross is back in the field up there considerably, as you can see in that shot.
Don't get penalised for it.
He needs to be careful. I know what he's trying to do, but he needs to be careful that he doesn't overdo it.
I'm just watching him weave, but there's nothing like watching Blank try and weave to one of his tyres.
Oh, I don't know, there's someone back there that was weaving excessively, I think.
Probably, it looked like a Ferrari. Oh, it's power.
It's power. Vish down the bottom, he was struggling with setup before the race, I remember him saying, so maybe he hasn't quite got that right just yet.
Well, there's 15 runners, so anything can happen.
Certainly could.
9 finishes last week?
I think it's been 10 both races.
So as long as you stay out of trouble, you could get a point.
Yeah, as long as you finish, chances are you'll get something. So, here we go. The Chinese Grand Prix. 5 lights. It's going to be the glitch again. I'm waiting for it. Lights go out. We're waiting. Twitching from the Mercedes, but he's not going anywhere. And finally, away they go. How are we doing from the start? Cygate, great job. Gets a cut across Thomas, forces him to stay in behind. Ross going to go around the outside of both of them, maybe. He's definitely going to have the Mercedes as they come into turn 2 and 3. Oh, contact from Ross as he's forcing his way through the inside of Cygate. That's a little bit unfair, I feel, but
Perry's had a shocking start. Oh, he's all over the place.
He has, he's right down the back of the field. Cold tyres maybe. Ross is managing to hold on to second.
Lunge. Very time around the outside though.
Yeah, I'm staying with the leaders at the minute. Cygate going to try and pull away. I've got a Mercedes running a little bit wide as he tries to regain second place. A little bit of argy-bargy from the front runners there, but I don't think anything doing. Now we'll see whose tyres are cold as we get down to the infamous turn 12. Blank corner the second.
JD thought about... Oh, Jacob's got a move. And Millsy's capitalised on it.
He has. So Slick as well. And West Boy. JDF getting mogged there around turn 12. That could be even worse for him if Dresser and Perry get through. Dresser has got through. It's a drag race for the pair of them. We can see in the back a shot. Perry's going to go up the inside of the pair of them into the hairpin. Double overtake from Perry. Great move. Opportunistic driving.
3 corners.
He has. That turn 12 costing him dearly. Eyes into the pits, that's why. Has he got wing damage? He has. Front right wing damage. So this forces him onto the 2-stop. I would say, from here, to be honest, I'd probably go on the softs again, try and catch up. But I would guess he'd go on to mediums.
He's onto the soft tyres.
It says mediums for me. Yeah, medium tyres for him.
Doing a quick shout out on predictions of top 3, and the person that's going to be on the wall with Shane, and the person who's going to get the fastest lap this evening.
Yes, we had a couple of predictions already from a little bit further up the chat, so any more would be good to hear. Got a great battle down the back of the field, but at the minute I'm going to jump back up to P4 because Justin is hunting down Ross. Thomas has managed to get himself back through, and we missed that, and now he's hunting down Cygate, and Justin is going after Ross.
I'm watching the Power, Vish and Radcon battle.
Let me know if there's anything good down there, and I'll jump to it.
Vish is going to get in with the slipstream, pulls out to the inside.
Power late on the brakes, but not quite enough.
Cygate's in. Cygate's in the pits.
Cygate in the pits on lap 3, so he's definitely going for a 2-stop strategy.
Ross has done the same thing as well.
And Ross in with him. So 3 laps completed on those tyres. Now then, we know what those two are doing. Onto the soft tyres, they'll be stopping again on around lap 15.
Millsy's off the track into turn 2.
He is. Let's just jump to him. No wing damage, so that was either...
I think he ran deep.
Maybe he's gone too far on those tyres.
Surely they should have been able to 3 laps out of those.
Well, you don't know. Ross and Cygate came in after, well, 3 laps, yeah. If it was me, I'd try to stretch them to 4, but we'll see how those guys do later on in this race. Perry closing up behind Slick, should be able to get him with the DRS down the back straight.
Yep, I think Racer is going to do the same thing on Justin for P2.
Racer on Justin. We'll jump to Racer and hope we get the camera angle that looks down the straight.
Riding on board with him.
Got the over the shoulder camera, pulls it out. Gets it done.
Yeah.
Perry's done well in advance on Slick, and Westboy's got him as well.
Yeah, Fish has done.
Oh, but Westboy's gone deep. Westboy's gone deep, and Slick's got the position back. He was late on the brakes, but too late to try and... Oh, he's going to fight the final corner. Westboy keeps it. Thomas is in from P1.
Millsy's running to the back of Radcon.
Oh no, I need to try and jump down to that. Millsy's front wing damage. I don't want to say it's deja vu, but that reminds me very much of my accident there last year. I'd be willing to bet it's exactly the same, and Millsy's is trying to go in the pits, but he's on the wrong side of the track.
I think he was on the right side. It looked like he just completely misjudged it.
Or maybe if he's behind Radcon and he's braked to take the corner, Millsy's is expecting to go flat out into the pits.
Yeah, I think that's what's happened.
Maybe, that's a shame.
Nightmare start for the Toro Rossos.
It certainly is. Both of them down the back of the field. Thomas and Ross battling at the moment.
Ross is off the track. He got squeezed, but
yeah, I think Thomas gave him the position back.
Hang around the inside. Here we go.
And then retakes it. Has Ross got damage at all?
I don't know, but I'm quickly going to jump to Perry and Justin, because Perry's going to get Justin here.
Oh, it certainly is. Well spotted. Just jumped on board in time. Was alongside before the DRS. Even had a chance to open.
There could be a lick the stamp of send at the moment, because Slick is lying Westboy up. Here he goes.
He's on the brakes. Takes the turn. Sweeps through. Position regained for Slick. Back up to P4.
Justin stays out again on those ultra softs. How far can he take them? Presumably it'll be this lap. He's got to come in, surely.
Well, you'd think, but look who's first and second right now.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be surprised if that's the order at the end. Maybe those two swapping places, depending on what their pace is like, but I wouldn't be surprised to see those two up there, because Justin's losing a lot of time behind them.
No. He's still within striking distance, although that lock-up's not going to help him.
No, definitely not. I'm going to stick with the battle for fourth, though. We've got Slick Westboy, and then our new man in the Williams, Tracer Basson. I did my first race in a Williams here this time last season, actually. There's a lot of deja vus for me with this one. A lot of nostalgic moments.
Throwbacks.
It certainly is, but you see what I mean about the time Justin's losing. Look at him now, he's lost 2 seconds on this lap alone, and now he's right in the firing line.
He's lost 2 seconds just in that middle sector, so it's showing how critical.
Yeah, he's gone one lap too far. And now Slick's got him. Is Westboy going to go for it? No.
Oh.
He needs to realise that Justin has to pit now. He can't go again.
Sidegate's outdone Radcon well before the hairpin.
Well, before the hairpin. I'm not jumping to that one just yet. I'm going to stay on board with Tracer Basson. Is he going to go for a turn, moving to turn 1? Not quite close enough. Westboy had DRS to defend. Justin is in.
I'm thinking Justin on mediums, I think.
He is onto mediums.
Yeah.
He's going to try it. He's going to try it.
That comes behind Sidegate, and Thomas goes round the outside.
Great move from him. Yeah.
That is not a place where you expect to overtake someone.
Was that turn 2?
Especially, it was just outside of turn 2.
Yeah. I jumped to it just a little bit late, unfortunately, but we caught the tail end of the move, and we're going to see Ross have a go at him as well soon.
It's the Sidegate train. It's developing.
Sidegate train. Yeah, he stopped.
You may want to have a look. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, you may want to have a look at the Dresser.
Yeah, I'll jump back to it.
Although Dresser Basson had a really shaky exit out of turn 13.
He did. DRS is open now, but I don't think he's close enough, so we'll jump back to Ross, right on board, who definitely is close enough to Raidcon. If he can get a good exit, which he has done, tuck him behind.
Thompson's going to catch Sidegate. I think he'll do. I think he's going to get him as well. He is. He's closing.
Ross has got.
He's gone round the outside. Gone too deep.
Is he going to go for the? He's going to go for the switchback. Is he going to sit underneath him? Not close enough. Ross managed to get past Raidcon there, as we saw on stream. And Thomas is probably now going to go for a move into turn 1 on Sidegate. He's going to defend the inside. Thomas goes to the right. As we round the outside of turn 1. Oh, that's brave. That's brave.
Very brave.
Can he sling it through? He has. Oh, he's got it. He's surely got it. Great move.
He's loving the turn 1, turn 2 and turn 3 complex section of overtaking opportunities.
He is. Great move from him.
He's got no ERS, and neither has Sidegate, so that means Ross is ready to pounce.
He needs to close up a little bit first, but Sidegate could go back in. Ooh, had a look on the inside. We've got everyone's fan favourite Power in front of them, which, see if Thomas is smart here, you sit behind and get DRS off Power. Unless he runs wide like that and lets you through.
Although, got back though. Goal! Could have ended in tears.
Could have done, but he's not going to have DRS though.
And Sidegate's going to take the place as well.
Yeah, Sidegate's through, but look.
And Ross is on the inside, it's 3 wide. Oh, Ross is on the grass.
Oh, what's going on with Ross? No! He saved it. But now he's under pressure from Raidcon. No DRS for him, so he should be able to hold on.
What happened was...
Oh, Raidcon went deep.
Turn 12, Power got squirming on the exit. Sygate saw his opportunity and didn't get a great exit either, and Ross got the best exit and thought, oh, you know what, I'm going to have both of them at the same time then.
Yeah, do you know, I thought Thomas had timed that badly, or had been forced to take the position at a bad point, but look at the gap, he's already out of DRS range.
Oh, Power, don't.
Power's gone wide. I wonder if that was a... Did he? I wondered if it was a bit of a multi-2-1 on his part to let Ross through.
He's underfueled as well, Power.
He'll have to do some saving. He's going to get overtaken by Raidcon here.
By the way, gap out front has dropped to under a second.
Yes, we'll jump back to it because they're just coming onto the back straight now. Perry with a lot of ERS battery, both with a lot of ERS battery actually. And that is a shocking camera angle, so we'll have to go to that one. DRS up for Perry. You can see there his ERS is in mode 2, so he's not pushing for this.
Raidcon is sailing the DRS behind Power. He's going to use the DRS to make the move, although he's thinking about it before he even gets there.
Yeah, it goes up the inside of turn 12, and now it's a drag race.
Who wants it? Oh, the weaving. I don't like the weaving.
It's fine, they were in decent range, but it's good close racing. Raidcon should have it. Power can go late on the brakes and force him round the outside, which he has done, but Raidcon makes the move.
A good effort from Power.
It was, he's defended well, but ultimately in vain.
Sygate into turn 1. He's going to try the Thomas move round the outside.
He's gone for it, he's thrown it in.
Move for Sygate.
He's still there, not quite close enough though.
Switchback.
First switchback. Is he going to go for the double? So he got the drive out of the corner, but he had to ease off.
Sygate parking it on the apex.
Yeah,
verbally.
well defended there from the Force India. Ross not looking to lick the stamp and send one. We'll come back to that fight because the battle for P4 looks like it could be an interesting one for now. We'll give some airtime to these guys.
These soft runners should be looking to be coming in within the next 4 to 6 laps.
And depends how far they want to go on the mediums.
It's probably going to be lap 12 or 13. Lap 12 or 13. I think we're going to start seeing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it past Ross trying again down the back straight here.
Yeah, we'll jump back down there.
He's not close enough.
No, he's not, is he? I think you need to be within half a second.
Sygate got a better exit, that was the problem. Much better exit.
He might try it into turn 1 again.
Battles all the way down the field, Tier 3, living up to its reputation even.
Yes, definitely. I'm going to jump down to P14 at the minute because I think we could be moving to turn 1. JDF on Justin.
And Justin on Power.
And Justin on Power as well, yeah. Double DRS for JDF. No move from either of those two guys at the moment. Oh, Justin's going to go around the outside of turn 3.
Oh, Dan Hilton. Oh, Thomas sends it. Dan Hilton with the switchback. Oh, this is not an overtaking move. Yeah, and Dan Hilton backed out of it very sensibly.
I saw Justin. Yeah. Millsies is out. Sector 3 yellows. So it's jump to the leaders. Sorry about this, I'm just going to jump back until I find someone in that range. Let's see if we can spot a Millsies.
I don't know, but Westboy could. He's closing, he's closing, he's closing.
Not quite close enough. I think Millsies retired in the pits because he's just had his tyres changed. It's a shame for him. I think ultimately he chose the wrong quality strategy to go on those ultra softs.
Well, unfortunately, he did make progress at the start.
Yeah, after that incident with Raidcon.
Yeah, it didn't work out for him. Dan Hilton has just lost another position to Sidegate.
He's going to be in that battle, isn't he, with those two, the two.
And Ross has gone down the inside.
Yeah, he's caught the end of the move. And I want to go back to the battle for P3 again. Go on board with the Williams at the back of this group. These three guys have been together for the whole race so far. Soft tyres starting to feel the wear. If anyone's looked after them a little bit better than the other two, they could be in for a bit of an advantage.
I wouldn't be surprised if racers come in. I've just seen the green spanner icon on his dashboard.
I think that means the pit box is free, but we'll keep an eye on it. Still no move from the... Is he in?
He's in, and I think Slick is going to do the same thing.
Slick is in as well, as is... Now then, Dracer has the...
He could have gone in, but he decided he's going to try the overcut.
He has the overcut can be strong when the guys behind you are going onto mediums, so assuming he's got enough life left in those tyres...
Vish could have gone in as well, but Vish has decided to stay out as well. He was having a nice quiet race.
I'd say if it was me, I'd try and stretch these tyres to lap 12.
And what it means is it's now they're behind the racer Thomas Seigate group who pitted earlier.
They are, but those guys have got to stop again. So if
they've not made as much ground as what they probably hoped to as well, because they've been battling so hard.
They have. If I'm racer now, I'm just keeping those tyres in good nick, 'cause you've got to go a long way. You've got to stretch them towards the far end of their lifespan, really.
I think our leader Perry and will be coming in.
I think so.
Perry, our current champion.
Yeah, our reigning champion. I think you're right. I think he'll stop now.
He's got to, just to cover it off, surely.
Indeed he does. He dives in. Next one to check is the Williams of Dresser Basson.
I wouldn't be surprised if he comes in and Vish comes in as well.
Dresser is in, and Vish is next up the road. He's going to give DRS to Thomas as well behind him, but Vish keeps going. Brave strategies from Vish. But let's see where Racer comes out. He's ahead of Thomas, but he's behind Perry. Will he keep that position though? Because he's going to have warmer tyres.
He's going to go down the inside.
Little fight from the Red Bull guys. He's going to have warmer tyres. He'll have the drive, or he should have. Racer's got the position. I don't think Perry put up too much of a fight there, given that it's his teammate. But on cold rubber, I don't think there was much of a fight he could put up anyway. Great move from Racer.
Progress through the field. Had a early stop is JD.
Yeah, JDF, another 5 laps. The thing is, he's going to have to stop again. He's not going to be able to do 26 laps, 25 laps, whatever it is, on those mediums.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Just because you've tried. The thing is, he's going to have to look after them so much. He's going to lose so much time.
Thomas hasn't pulled away from Vish as quickly as I thought he would. Actually, no, he's just overtaken him. My bad. Don't listen to me.
Yes, and since then, Sigate's next up the road. I don't think there'll be much of a fight from Vish here.
Nope.
No, no fight whatsoever. Sigate takes P2.
Race has gone deep into the hairpin.
There's no harm done though, I don't think.
No, he's getting a bit excited because he's catching Ross at a rapid rate on the fresher rubber.
As you'd expect him to, and Perry now as well. His tyres will be up to temperature, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see a driver swap from Red Bull anytime soon. Raycon and Dan Hilton, the Haas is battling.
Dan Hilton's not giving it up though.
No, he's not. Probably should, for the benefit of the constructor, but he's well within his rights to race. That's what he's here to do.
Speaking of constructors and points, fastest lap is currently going to the Mercedes.
Is it indeed?
A 1:35.4.
1:35.4. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see one of the Red Bulls beat that very soon. However, I don't think it'll stay with one of them. I think one of those top 4 drivers will end up with the fastest lap, and I will put my money on Ross, to be honest.
Ross is kind of back in Racer into Perry again.
Yeah, Racer will get him here. It might be a double Red Bull overtake here, actually.
It could be 3 wide because we got Vicious up the road as well, and he didn't have the greatest of exits. And Ross is closing in. Here he goes with DRS overtake. He's got no ERS left, or very little.
We've got 4 cars in a line. Vish the only one without DRS. Ross makes the move. Racer looks, doesn't make it.
Deep into that corner.
He was looking to sit underneath his teammate. Yeah, so I'm going to stick. It's alright, Vish and Ross are in. Ross stopping early, I feel, on those tyres. He's going for the undercut on the guys in front of him. And the 2 Red Bulls following each other through turns 1 and 2. And has JDF just got past Dracer, or has he?
No, I think they've stayed in the same formation.
Or has Slick got past him and now it's Dracer's turn? That seems more likely.
The Slick's not dropped him though.
Not yet, but I think he will do. 10 lap pressure tyres, I'm pretty sure he will.
I think Perry's the quicker driver out of the 2 Red Bulls, to be fair.
I'd agree. I think they'll probably wait to the start, to the main straight, and then swap over. Unless they've just said to each other that they can race, because the 2 guys in front of them have got to stop again, and they don't. And they've got a 7.5 second, or 7.8 second now gap to Slick behind. So, I mean, if you're Christian Horner, you'd be telling them not to bother racing each other, but why would you not? Dracer making a move potentially on JDF. If he's gonna, is he gonna sling one? Not quite. Oh, a little bit of contact, and that's the front wing gone off JDF again.
Stargate's in.
JDF's coming in. It shouldn't affect him too much. He'll lose time for a new front wing, obviously, but he was gonna have to stop again anyway, and he can make it to the end from here on soft tyres. So, not completely over for him. It looks like he just got caught in the dirty air there, though. Is that Vish, the first man on the wall of shame?
I shall find out. I was just thinking that's been fairly tame for penalties.
Has, they've not done much, have they? It's JD was first. Yeah.
Only a couple of laps ago, to be fair.
Yeah, I'm just gonna flick back to the chat because we've ignored you all a little bit.
We've not really had time.
No, there's been plenty going on.
Fast-paced.
Stephen, the special guest was going to be Callie, who's back in commentary this week, and he should be with Vish for Tier 1 on Wednesday, all being well. He was here and then said he would come back and hasn't reappeared yet, so I hope everything's alright. I'm sure it will be.
Oh, Ross has gone into the back of Sidegate. That's a bit of his front wing gone.
Ross in the back of Sidegate.
Didn't need that on his strategy that he's running.
Yeah, he didn't. He's run wide a couple of times there though, hasn't he? So not.
He's got left front wing damage. Definitely.
Yeah, he has. I can see it now.
Here we go. Perry is now getting close. He's getting agitated.
Thomas is in for his second stop. And we'll jump back up to the leaders as Perry's closing in on his teammate, and I think it's a matter of time. They're extending their lead at the front ever so slowly, even though they're in this sort of cat and mouse battle with one another. But I don't think Perry needs to push particularly hard. I don't think Racer needs to push particularly hard. They both know they're not going to take each other off. If one goes for a move there on Dan Hilton.
into that corner again. I'm going to call it the Thomas corner.
Thomas corner. The other Dutch Thomas. There's too many of you.
That's like the fourth or fifth move I've seen to that corner. It's not really what you would say an overtaking opportunity, would you?
So there's plenty of them, isn't there? Perry's going to have a look. Racer defends the inside, squeezes him wide as he's entitled to do. Perry will probably have the drive, and we might see, we'll stay with them, one of those moves into turn 1, into Thomas corner.
Sector 3, yellow flags, Ross is round.
Ross is round, we'll jump to him. Front wing's gone completely.
I mean, Radcon's gone through, JD's gone, will be going through.
He will be. Perry stuck behind Racer for at least for the time being, so I'm glad I moved across. Cygate fastest lap.
Here we go, on the charge.
On the charge indeed. Is Ross going to carry on from where he is? He's definitely, he has to pit in. It's 10 laps to go. I'm not sure he'll have another set of softs. In fact, he won't. He's going to have to go to mediums to get to the end, because ultras aren't going to make it.
JD's gone quickest.
JDF with the quickest lap time, and Ross retires. His third retirement in 3 races. Not so good for the Ferrari man.
That JD time, I don't think it's going to get beaten. That's a 34.6 he's done.
34.6. Thomas is probably the only man who can beat him.
And Thomas did a 35.4.
That was his out lap though, or his first lap on those tyres. If he saves up and has a go for it, although he has Cygate breathing down his neck, so we probably won't want to do that. So we're entering that stage of the race where there's not a lot going on. There's still a couple of battles cracking on. Battle for the lead, of course. I think those two guys are happy just sitting where they are. Just manage the gap behind. They're still pulling out over Slick in P3. This is great team play from the two Red Bull boys. Definitely. JDF's beating his own lap time.
Oaks did us earlier about position changes, but I'll look at you now.
Position changes.
Slick and Vish have made the most positions.
Westboy as well. Now that Justin's pitted, I told you he can get to the end on those mediums. He's picked for soft tyres, so he's going to go for the fastest lap as well potentially. We'll keep an eye on that one.
Justin and Cygate have been the big losers.
They have. Ross leaves the session.
So only real battles at the moment. We've got 3 or 4 still developing.
Got JDF closing in on Radcon. That's probably the closest one. He's going to get him down the straight, so we'll jump to it and see how he goes. Justin just behind these two, having made his stop.
Yeah, we've got Perry and Racer still fighting out for him. Just Sebastian on debut.
Doing very well. As JDF goes through.
That was pretty simple.
It was. There's no real fight there, I don't think.
On the newer and faster rubber.
Let's jump back to the battle for third, final podium position. 8 laps to go.
With each other pretty much all race.
They have. West Boy's the only one who's been unfortunate to drop out of this battle. Quite considerably as well, actually. Not liking those mediums as much as he was the softs.
I'm just going to check, because that front wing looks a bit unusual.
Which one?
Probably just my camera angle.
Whose wing is it?
Looks okay. West Boy.
Oh, it's the McLaren wing. The McLaren wing looks weird. It doesn't have all... yeah, the end plate and the winglets don't come up as high as some of the others.
Finally some ERS is being used down at Red Bull. For both cars.
Both cars? Are they both going and defending?
I've seen below 80. So far this race.
I think they're just enjoying themselves up there, those two.
And we don't want an Azerbaijan incident or a Turkey incident.
No, we don't. Definitely not. Or a Hungary.
Yep.
No, we do not. Well, to be honest, I don't mind. It'd be great to watch. Though they don't want that. And neither do any of the other guys. Neither do Blank and the other racer. In tier 2 Red Bulls.
Sorry Danny, I've just seen Justin take out 2 seconds on Radcon just on this lap alone.
And there he goes. 34.1, new fastest lap of the race for Justin, and if he can get ahead of Radcon, he'll get the bonus point to match it. Which I think is
a matter of time.
Yeah, it's a foregone conclusion, isn't it? You keep an eye on that one for me. I want to stay with these two. Great fight all race. Slick's managed to just hold him behind.
Thomas is closed up on the back of Westbourne.
He has indeed. That one will jump to as well if need be, but Dracer looks like he's going to be the closest he's been for a long time. Is he going to use his ERS? That's the question. Slick's burning through his. Dracer turns it into high. DRS is open. I'm not sure he's close enough still. And he's not. He's turned his ARS back down again. He's biding his time.
Watch. Next move that's going to happen is the JD Vish. Yep.
JDF on Vish. Done before the straight.
Vish is fighting back with a better exit. Here we go.
JDF's got DRS though.
Vish seems to be quicker in a straight line. Without DRS. Struggling to get past him. And Vish just lets it go in the end.
Yeah, he showed his intent to fight there, but was sensible enough not to do it into the final corner.
Meanwhile, Thomas has got past West Boy. Guess which corner it is.
His favourite corner.
Yep.
Some great overtakes into there for him. Is that 3 now he's had around there?
It's 3. I think it's 3 for him, but I've seen 6 overtakes. Oh, Vicious run onto the grass in turn 1.
He's running wide, and that puts him right back into the Redcon and Justin fight. So Justin might be getting 3 points instead of 2.
What? So the speed he got from that.
Justin, is he going to go for the double? Oh, there's contact!
But he's pushed him back in the
and Justin's waited. That's fair
Yeah.
racing from Justin. That's well played. Allowed Vish to retake the position, and in doing so has allowed Raycon through into P9, which is an unfortunate byproduct.
Up into 6th and 7th because there's going to be a move between Sygate and Westboy.
Sygate and Westboy on board with Sygate. Jump to the better angle. Got one over the shoulder. He's going to have to do it on the brakes. Oh! Westboy could have the switchback coming up here if he's good. If he's careful on the brakes, should have the better drive.
Power's going to get that by the leaders. Could make things interesting.
Westboy, can he sling around the outside of turn 1? He's going. Oh! There was a contact there from Sygate. Westboy kept it in a straight line though. Good save. Justin Vish and Redcon still plugging away there for P9.
Powell's done well, don't worry, he's just getting out of the way, that's why there's a yellow flag. We don't want another Red Bull and back marker incidences.
Oh, we don't. Dan Hilton's in the pits. No wing damage. Is he going to go for the fastest lap? He is.
Too far away, he's going to just steal it off someone.
He is, he's going for it. Good lad. He's going for the fastest lap.
Go. Perry on Racer.
To the outside, Racer defends well, but runs wide on his exit. And he's actually should
up for it. That's the closest he's been so far this race.
His final 5 laps. These two are going to push each other to the end. We've seen Racer defend that long before, but I'm not sure he can defend against that DRS advantage down that straight if Perry keeps within that range.
Going to jump on with Justin because I think he's going to get the move done on Vish here.
Oh yeah, it should be easy. Yeah.
Not even close.
Needs to be careful pulling back in front like that. Locks up big into the hairpin.
He's really abusing those tyres. That's the second or third lock up I've seen him have on this season already. We've been spoilt for on-track battles and overtaking so far.
We have. Great race from China today. And from Tier 3, of course. Power 3 seconds.
No.
And I'm going to jump back to the debutant, who is the closest he's been so far to the back of that Sauber. It's going to be really confusing next year because I'm trying to get used to calling it an Alpha for proper F1, and then when I come back to COS I've got to call it a Sauber because technically that's what it is. No, Dracer, is he going to go for the move here?
Yeah, he's going to get it.
He's close. He's within that half second. We'll jump on board. This is going to be tight.
Send it.
Slick defends the inside. He's gone deep, I think. He's going to have to take it round the outside.
Oh, no way. No way. No. Oh, I want to move.
He's got to make it stick yet. Into the final corner. Slings it through, but Slick's going to have to drive.
Here we go. I'm watching Justin now. He's going to...
Slick's got the DRS. He's going to have to go around the outside, but he's made it stick, I think, to take the position back. Indeed he has. Justin gets past Raycon for P9. Slick has defended P3 quite well as well. Did a great job. And he's got more ERS as well than Dracer behind him. Vish 3 seconds, and Vish is out.
Hit the wall. On the straight. He's Giovinazzi'd it.
Whereabouts on the straight is it? Whereabouts has he gone?
Or shall I say,
is it the main straight?
From Bahrain. Yeah,
has he how? Well, we're coming through with Dan Hilton in a second.
See him. He's going to be just short. Oh, he's not there now.
We'll see if we can see the parts. Yeah, we can see the parts. Yeah, he's put it in at the pit wall.
He's left side, so he's hit the left-hand wall first, and he's just slid it.
He has. 3 laps to go. Perry just went for another move on Racer, but he defended well again.
Power's just getting out of the way for everybody.
Good lad, it's Power. We love Power. I think we'll stick with the battle for the lead from now on, with 3 laps to go.
It's been a bit deja vu with the lead. It's always been the same sort of gap around the same corners for all the laps.
It has. I just hope Perry's not toying with him here and wait until lap 28 and then he'll put it into overtake and Rich and...
Well, you say I've just looked at races ERS, he knows he's coming.
They're both on high ERS, to be fair. Racer admittedly has more of it. But that 1 lap of extra wear on the mediums could start to tell now.
Dan Hilton's not been able to get fastest lap, I don't think.
He hasn't. Let me just jump back to P4. There's a potential for another move for the Williams debutant here. And speaking of which, I won't usurp everybody this week. If you want to get your votes in for driver of the day, and anybody you want to have want me and Matt to interview
this week. Apparently last week
we got it wrong. Sorry. Tracer might be close enough.
It was a difference of opinion.
It was. Tracer might lick the stamp. He might lick the stamp.
I think he will do.
Not quite close enough. Perry stayed behind Racer again. There are 2 laps to go now.
The person to look out for is Thomas.
Do you think he's going to be able to get past these 2?
Well, he's still there or thereabouts, isn't he?
He is on the 2 stop. He's not done badly.
He's not gone away, has he?
No.
Dropped off. I think Justin's absolutely cooked his tyres.
Oh, Tracer's made a mistake into turn 2.
Yeah, Thomas is right there. There you go.
Thomas is right there with him. You're right. He could end up with P3 here if he puts the hammer down. However, he is underfueled and has no ERS left. Whereas both the guys in front.
Radcon move would be over and done with, but Radcon's come back because I think Justin's completely ruined his tyre.
I wouldn't be surprised with the amount that you say he was locking up. I think Thomas is going to get past Tracer here. It should be a real shame for the lad. He's done well on his debut.
Come on, I'm waiting for the move for the lead.
I don't think it's going to happen. I think Racer's got this.
Oh, Perry locks up. Gets it stopped though.
Thomas on the back of Racer. It's a foregone conclusion. Racer's tyres have gone, I think.
That is surprising.
Either that or he made a mistake.
Perry's just done his best lap of the race.
Certainly has. We'll jump back to it. The leaders. So we go into the final lap of the race. This will be it.
They've both got enough ERS. I think they've both got enough fuel. It's just down to the driver himself.
It is. It's whoever can get through that hairpin first. And out of it the other side in one piece.
No, Perry in the second to last corner was a bit squirmy, a bit of desperation.
There'll be a lot of support for Racer if he can hold on. But we know Perry's got the pace, we know he can do it. And he's a proven winner. He'll want this Grand Prix win as much as anybody else out there. And he's the closest he's been so far. This could be it. This could be heartbreak for Racer. Can he hold on? He's into overtake mode. Hot lap even. He's into hot lap. Perry's into overtake. We'll go on board. Racer moves early. I don't know what to say. Can he hold on? Perry goes for it round the outside. What a shocking camera angle. Racer's held it. He's held it. He's going to get his worst win.
Here he goes.
It's unbelievable. Perry's gone for it. Who's going to get... Racer's got it. Lewis has got his first win. Unbelievable.
Here we go.
I need to jump back down the order. Slick keeps P3, Thomas P4, Dracer on debut P5, Sygate 6th, Westboy 7th, JDF should get 8th.
Justin's going to finish 9th, and a bonus point for Justin for fastest lap.
Yeah, as you can all see there on the left hand side, his time highlighted in purple with a 1:34.1. Raidcon takes the final point.
And we're all waiting. Power's driving backwards across the line. I'm loving that action.
He's just... is he even in control?
He was.
I'm not sure he's in control of that, to be honest. I don't know what's going on. Dan Hilton will be the final car to cross the line. Right, let's have a look at what the chat's saying.
I think it's unanimous this week. There is no debates for driver of the day. Oh, there is now though. Ooh.
There's debate. There's a lot of support for Dracer. Obviously on his debut, great performance. Vote for Slick as well, holding on for his first podium.
Oh, Oaks is thrown. Oh, everyone's.
Lewis, of course, for his maiden victory. Oh, who do you think, Matt?
I don't know, because I know what's going to happen. Whoever we pick, not the entirety, not going to be a majority.
So we can't please everybody, but we'll go through the final result as we try and work it out. Racer 001, maiden victory in contest of speed, takes the 25 points for Aston Martin Red Bull Racing, with his teammate Perry just behind him in second place, with a great fight throughout the race. Slick takes his maiden podium for P3 there in the Alfa Romeo. Good job, lad. You're giving us points when me and Mitch haven't performed so far. Thomas P4, Dracer on debut P5, Sygate 6th, Westboy 7th, JDF 8th, Justin 9th. Raidcon round out your points finishers. Then you have Dan Hilton P11 and Power P12. They are the last of your classified runners. Then
and
you have
driver of the day, according to the people, I've done a little count.
Have you?
It is Racer. Yeah,
Racer.
There's 4 votes for Racer.
4 votes for Racer.
1 for Power.
Of course, there's 1 for Power. Bless him. So we'll go with the majority, because I'd be happy to give it to Racer. So Lewis will take driver of the day with him as well. We just got word from Mitch that the 2 Red Bull boys had team orders to not bother racing until the final lap, and then it was whoever can get to the line first. So that's the one. But great job from him. So what do we reckon for interviews? I think top 3 definitely, and Dracer?
I think so.
Top 3 and Dracer, so we'll get those guys in now. So, Dracer, Perry, Racer, Slick. Get those guys in. I'll change my settings so we can hear everybody. And then we'll wait for them to join. What a finish that was.
Unbelievable. There you go.
There. Alright. Just make sure your audio's set to be shared in on live streams and things, mate. And then we'll do some interviews.
Here they are.
P1 and P2. And then we're waiting for one more, but we might as well get started while we're waiting for him. Let's work our way up the podium first. Let's keep Lewis waiting for a bit, shall we?
Yeah.
Right. Slick, first off. Congratulations, P3. Your first podium. It looked like you had a really good battle throughout that race with Dracer and Westboy as well. You just want to talk us through how it panned out for you?
Yeah, my battle with Westboy was awesome. Really happy to be on the podium.
I was gonna say, we were watching pretty closely throughout with U3 in particular. and it was one of those we just saw you together for the whole race, just going at each other. But you managed to hold out for that podium.
Yeah, I managed my tires and finished.
No, great job from you. You got some support as well for driver of the day, but unfortunately you didn't get quite enough to take it. But
I got the podium. That's enough for me.
That's the main one, and I'm happy you're up there because you're getting points for Sauber in the league constructors as well. So you're doing us all a favour. So congratulations on P3.
Red Bull and Sauber and Red Bull and Sauber. Toro off the last year, I'm getting sick of it.
Oh, just behave, you in your house. But no, congratulations, Luke, on P3.
Oh.
So, P2, Perry.
Yo.
Go on, you go for it.
Team orders, gentlemen. Can we have a?
There were some team orders. I mean, it wasn't necessarily. Racer probably had overall long term a lot of pace, and when I did catch him, I made a mistake in the first turn, and I went in the grass, and that's where I went from like P5 to P11 at the time, and I had to race my way back through the one stoppers in the first stint. But no, I mean, when I caught the back of Racer, I was just like, it's best off 1-2. We need to pull a gap and not battle with each other, just to ensure that we both get a podium. So that was the plan. And then like the last 2 or 3 laps, we kind of talked in the grid and said, okay, that's when we have big enough of a gap. Let's just go at it. So I did try to make a move, but Racer had enough ERS for sure to hold me off, and Racer did a hell of a job. This is definitely the best race he's had so far, and it's just really cool to see him and other guys and Koss, just to watch him improve over the years. And back when the beginning of the season, when I was talking about choosing a teammate, I chose Racer because he's definitely the most consistent guy, and today he really proved that. China's a very consistent track where you got to save tires, and Racer just did tremendous. So this is probably the happiest. Honestly, this is probably better than winning in my book from just watching Racer win.
Oh, bless. A lot of love down at Red Bull.
Make me cry.
I do.
Someone give me a tissue. I'm not crying, you're crying.
Congratulations on P2, Perry. You did a great job.
Oh, thank you.
Right. And now he's here. I'm going to make you wait even more, Lewis.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's Joycer.
Hello.
Oh, what a debut for you.
Yeah, that went quite well, over my expectations as well. I went into the race just trying to have a clean race. I knew my setup was quicker in the race than in qualifying, and I was just trying to keep with the guys in front of me. And when they went into the pits after the first stint, I stayed out one more lap because I thought I had some more pace, and I think I jumped Westboy under the pit stops. So yeah, all in all, a good debut, I think.
Yeah, you did really well, really well. We were watching you, Westboy, and Slick, of course, in that fight for what would turn out to be P3. Of course, Thomas managed to get you towards the end of the race, but it was really good to watch. Actually, U3. We were hoping the Red Bulls would do something, but U3 did give us the entertainment.
Yeah, it was a nice battle. Good, clean racing. I was fast in some areas, but too slow on the entry to the straight. So I couldn't catch them in the DRS zones, and couldn't pass them.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a bit unfortunate, but P5 is all right.
Yeah, it's not a bad way to start your COS career. So congratulations for that one.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you.
Right. I won't keep him waiting anymore. Lewis, Racer 001, COS F1 Grand Prix winner.
Yes, yes. Oh, I thought it would never happen. I wrote a list when I first started COS to thank everyone. Nah, I didn't.
I was going to say, we'd have time for that.
Yeah, it's just about time up now, unfortunately. No, it's it's great to have a win. It's just to get off your back as well. But to be fair, it was a great race for me and Perry. We were strategic all race. Where the first stint was, Perry told me that I'm not going to overtake you. We're just going to keep going, and then I'll overtake you either in the pit stops or in the second stint. He let me pit first. Originally, he wanted to pit on that lap, but having track position and my rears, I should have gone a bit low on the diff earlier in the first stint, but I pitted. He did come out just ahead of me, but it was literally a copycat of what happened in the practice race. And I knew with cold tyres, the fronts just understeering, gave each other room by track position. And after that, Perry had the pace today, but we both were like, right, okay, let's just keep going till we'll battle at the end. Just keep pulling away from everyone. We'll fight at the end, and whoever wins it wins it. I wouldn't have fought to the death because at the end of the day, I've got a championship lead. I know it's early days, but a second place still would have been great. So it didn't really hit in. I wasn't that nervous because I just thought, I was thinking, worst come, it'll be second. And then it really was when I was able to defend the hairpin. I was like, oh my god, this is now just do the right. Don't get a penalty in the last corner. And it was a fantastic result for the team. And I'd like to also do a special thanks to Mitch because he helped me out with setup as well. So basically, I'm gonna put a little pitch. In the last season, I was a boy who was finishing in 6th and 5th, and Mitch. I'm now a man with a race victory. Mitch's setups are available now for $5.99. They're now a premium product.
He's charging for them, the little swine, because they're mine, half of them.
Yeah, probably is. Yeah. So
Mitch.
So Mitch,
I still get mine up for cheap. I'll get them from you.
And you gotta give him some grief as well after Leclerc yesterday. He's still sad about that. So
yeah. So I wanted to do Mitch proud because he gave it was a great setup. China's along with Japan, it seems, and there might be some other tracks along the way where I'm quick enough to be at the front. But consistently, this is just a good result. I'm taking it race by race. I am surprised with how the people that did do the 2-stop, but I had a great start and quite a clean race. It was a clean race. There's no issues at all. Perry was. I'm glad we're both teammates this year because we're not going to. We'll be able to race clean, and we're both consistent. Perry's, I'm sure, as the season progresses, he will just keep delivering. He had a bit of bad luck in Australia and Bahrain, but I know Perry, as he showed last season, he was brilliant. Obviously, he's the defending champion. But my target's still the same, to try and be in the top 3. Originally, it was top 5, but I think the way so far it's gone, I think top 3 is on the cards. And if come towards the back end of the season, I'm still in with the hunt for the championship, then we'll go for that. Brilliant result. And move on to Baku next.
It is Baku next.
Oh, lovely. Crazy race. Looking forward to it.
It should be good fun. If tonight couldn't get any better for you, you were voted by the community as driver of the day as well.
Yes. Brilliant. Yeah,
so it's a clean sweep.
They all want to get there. I guess with the commentary tomorrow, they wanted to do that. So I was nice to everyone. Thank you very much to everyone. I really appreciate it. And I would say I'm going to celebrate the victory, but I will. It's good to have that win, and thank you very much for the drive of the day as well.
You're more than welcome, and you more than deserve it. Go and crack open some champers. New house, race win.
Yeah.
Yeah, all good. Thank you very much.
No worries. So, thank you all for joining me for some interviews, and thank you all at home very much for watching. What a race that was in China. Even if it was the virtual version, hopefully the real F1 can live up to it. If you haven't got enough of COS yet, and you want to come back for some more, the next 2 nights on the bones, we've got Tier 2 and Tier 1 racing, 10 PM UK time. You can catch us there. And if you want to come back for Tier 3, you can catch us this time next week, 10 PM UK time on Monday, for the Azerbaijani Grand Prix, live from the virtual, at least, Baku. We look forward to seeing you then. Thank you all very much for watching. Goodbye.